Hello and welcome you crazy people to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jay and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some really simple bushes or hedges, depending on if you can always go a bit big if you want, that look a little bit something like that. Really damn simple to make. It's very similar method to my trees, and I'll put the card thing that pops out, and if you want to go check that out, it is basically the tree method with just a slight difference of how you get them on this and get them off this kind of thing. The only difference I do with this one is I use hairspray instead of the spray glue, and I have to say, if you seal it properly, it's okay. I do also use a spray glue on some of them, but enough talk, let's get on and show you how I did it. So the first thing I did, I get some parchment paper or baking paper, I guess you go, non-stick paper basically. I think it often comes in white, but the ones I bought was brown. And then you need a substructure, and I've got 3 different substructures here. I've got rubberized horsehair, which is basically cocoa fiber but vulcanized, so made covered in rubber basically. I have the cocoa fiber itself, which from a hanging basket, and I've got this fake natural fiber, which is basically trying to look like cocoa fiber. What you want to do is just get a very small amount of hot glue. Well, you want to rip it to size first. Get a small amount of hot glue and just stick it to the paper. Ripping it to size, it's completely up to you how big or how small you want them. I think I probably did mine a little bit too big. But yeah, the hot glue is basically going to have a flat base for your bushes. You could go a bit mental if you like, but I found just a small amount's fine. It's very easy to glue onto any kind of surface after that. And yeah, just dab the hot glue on the bottom and then stick it to the parchment paper. I separate them, so I do some with these repositional blue tack spray, which I do highly recommend. It's just £10 a pop. And I do some with just some cheap normal hairspray. So before you do that though, you want to spray them brown. You could use Monfang brown. I think I actually end up using my cheap Halford's primer, cost me £6. Spraying them brown is pretty essential to me. You just need it to stiffen them up a little bit for my opinion. Then you spray them with whatever you're spraying. I'm actually using hairspray on the first set, but then I use the repositionable glue on the second. You just spray it and then sprinkle your flock over it. I'm using Woodland Scenic's Fine Weeds, I think. I probably would have just used my blended turf, just for a little bit of variety of colour. The ones that I did are quite similar to my trees, but meh, they look fine, just a bit similar in colour. Spray it, sprinkle your flock on, spray it again, sprinkle a little bit more on, spray it again just to sort of semi-seal it, but we'll seal it properly with some watered down PVA in a spray later on. Same thing if you're using the repositionable spray glue. I sprayed it outside because it's very sticky because it's spray glue. So the reason the repositionable spray glue is the best is that it actually sprays instead of being a string. So it's very hard to find a cheap alternative. Once sprayed, you just let it dry. And then all we're going to do, we're going to peel it off the parchment paper, and it should have a flat base because of the hot glue. Then all you do is well, you could use hot glue, you could use super glue, it's up to you. I think I use hot glue because I've already used hot glue. It just strings everywhere, doesn't it? Put a little bit on the bottom, whack it on your base, and boom, you're pretty much done. To finish the product, to finish the whole thing, we're going to spray it with watered down PVA. Now, sorry about the camera, it's very dark here, I can see that, but I also had it incorrectly focused. Basically, you want to use about 50% water, 50% PVA, with a drop of either, you can use for a liquid, your dish soap, or if you've got it, some, what's it called? Flow improver, something like that. Flow aid, that's what it's called. That's just going to help the glue seep through the tree, and that's sort of what we want. So once you've mixed it all together, just give it a spray. I'm using a little squirty bottle here, but you could use, something you would use, say, a bottle you would get to clean windows or that kind of thing. Just make sure you rinse it out properly. Just squirt it all over that. That's the first one I did it whilst it was connected to the base because I needed to seal some sort flocking already. And but you could just do it on the paper you've got. Now it looks a little bit weird because some of the green will also get stuck to it. That's not actually on a tree, but it's not really a problem. Do this either outside or in a better environment, just putting paper down because it's obviously getting quite messy. So there we have it. Honestly, really simple. I'm sorry about the end being a bit dark, but yeah, like I've sealed this now, fairly solid. Nothing's really going to come off here, and I'm prodding it. Nothing's, maybe a little bit of a speck on my hand. You can't even see it. That's with the blue type repositionable spray glue, and this one is with Hairspray, and then I possibly overdone it with the watered down PVA, but I've got to say it's really solid. The only problem is like being so solid is like it might like chip a bit easy. Chip's a weird word, but honestly, like nothing. I'm going to show you my hand. I don't think any's going to come off. I mean, it's actually hurting my hand. Oh, there's a little bit on the base of my hand, but you can't really see it on the camera. Really, really simple. I know I've just done the trees and it's pretty much the same as that. I just thought maybe some people might search for bushes and be like, bushes are going to be simpler than trees. And they sort of are. As I said, very simple. All you do, you know, you get your substructure, hot glue it to some paper, you can easily peel it off, spray it brown, spray it with your glue or hairspray, put on your flock, seal it. Done. It's actually super simple, and you get like, I mean this is on a white background, but it's a fairly nice effect depending. I'm not sure which substructure I used for this. I think it might have been the vulcanized horse or whatever it is, but yeah, fairly simple. I hope some of you found that interesting. If you want to check out the tree videos, I said I'm not going to do it 3 times. One of these it's not going to be there, probably this one. You know, there'll be a link available, that kind of thing. So if you liked, subscribe, share, comment, have a great day. Have a beautiful day. That's what I normally say. Why would I say have a great day? Have a beautiful day, guys. Goodbye.